Welcome back. My name is Patrick, and this is the Oilers Rundown. We got a small Oilers update yesterday from Elliot Friedman and Jeff Merrick on the 32 Thoughts podcast. Friedman heard that there was speculation that the Oilers might make most of Puljujarvi's one-year deal a signing bonus, meaning if they paid that bonus, Puljujarvi would look more attractive to other teams because they would be paying him next to nothing after acquiring him. However, that wasn't the case. Jesse's contract is all salary. Jeff Merrick believes that Detroit or Carolina would be good fits for Puljujarvi. Carolina has a restricted free agent right winger of their own in Martin Necas, and many people have suggested a possible Puljujarvi for Necas swap. But I think if that was going to happen, it would have happened by now. Carolina only has $1.8 million in cap space left, but they will have Jake Gardiner on long-term injured reserve, so that will give them an additional $4 million to maneuver with. Detroit has over $10 million in cap space, so if they have interest, they could certainly fit Puljujarvi in. As of now, the Oilers are ideally looking for a draft pick in return, as they must clear cap space to re-sign Kailer Yamamoto, Ryan McLeod, and Tyler Benson. Phil Kessel's name also came up again on the podcast. Friedman and Merrick haven't heard anything, but Merrick believes that Kessel would be a good fit with the Oilers. I see Kessel as a possibility if the Oilers move Jesse Puljujarvi, and Kessel will sign for somewhere around $1 million. Otherwise, the Oilers simply don't have the cap space. In the offseason, teams can be 10% over the salary cap, which this season would equate to $8.25 million, if my understanding is correct, allowing the Oilers to go up to just over $90 million. They are currently just over $85 million, according to Cap Friendly, so the Oilers can still sign Kailer Yamamoto, but getting both Kailer Yamamoto and Ryan McLeod done for under $5 million might be tight. With Yamamoto's arbitration hearing in just over a week, I think we get an announcement on Yamamoto in the coming days, but that will be it for signings until a trade can be completed. As we know, Tyson Barrie, Warren Foegele, and Jesse Puljujarvi are the trade bait. I've gone over the roster to see if there could be another potential fit, but no one else makes sense or will clear the necessary cap room. You guys pretty much know how I feel about this at this point. Jesse Puljujarvi, I think, needs a fresh start. I'm not denying the impact he has on the Oilers. He's excellent defensively, excellent on the forecheck. Offensively, he definitely struggled in the second half of the year. The majority of his production happened earlier in the year, obviously, before he hit COVID, before he suffered the injuries. That's going to slow anybody down. I'm not denying that Jesse Puljujarvi is a good player. Like I said in other videos with Jesse Puljujarvi, there doesn't seem to be any middle ground. You either love the guy or you hate the guy. I'm a fan of him, but I think a fresh start is best for all involved. 2 years ago, he wanted out. He left to go to Finland. It didn't seem to be a right fit. There was mistakes made on the Oilers' side. There was mistakes made on his side. He came back for 2 years. They worked it out. He was a good fit, it seemed, in the first year. Started this year really well, but again, those same old problems seem to creep up. He did sign a one-year contract, so obviously he's willing to come back. Maybe the Oilers just decide to run with it. Maybe they'll move him later in the year or at the end of the year, or who knows. There's been a lot of examples in the past where a player wants out. It looks like it's the end, but people just decide to put their differences aside, work it out, and it ends up working out in the end, and the player stays. So that could easily be the case with Jesse Puljujarvi, but as we know, somebody has to go, and in my mind, I think Jesse Puljujarvi probably should be the one just because he wants a fresh start anyway. The Oilers are probably going to move him at some point. I'd like to see Warren Foegele get another opportunity here. I don't think the Oilers are going to move Tyson Barrie. They don't want to lose two veterans off the blue line, so I think it's really between Warren Foegele and Jesse Puljujarvi. No denying it, Jesse Puljujarvi is the better player right now, but as Warren Foegele asked for a trade, is he looking to get out? There's been zero reports of that. Jesse Puljujarvi, I think, wants out of Edmonton. He's probably willing to come back, but ideally he'd probably like to go. Obviously, I don't know for certain. This is all based on media reports, but with all that in mind, I think the guy that wants to go should probably be the one to go, and the guy that's happy here should probably be allowed to stay. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, Warren Foegele or Jesse Puljujarvi. If this is your first visit to the channel and you like what you see, please consider liking and subscribing for all the latest Oilers content. You've been watching the Oilers Fanatic? Thanks for being a fan. Enjoy the rest of your long weekend, guys. I'll see you soon.